am I going to find Attitude just as easy? Because it seems like this. I really thought this game was difficult when I was a kid, but then I was like 10 years old. I can't remember where my first grudge match came in last time. I think I was on the second row. I was pretty close to being Intercontinental Champion when I got my first grudge match. I guess because I need to build up a little pool of people who are mad at me for having beaten them. Um, I might go back actually and check the videos and see where the grudge matches appeared and see whether they appear in the same place, because I kind of speculated last time on the previous playthrough that the grudge matches appear in the same place each time, but the people you're wrestling are different. And now, because this is my second playthrough, I can actually prove that theory, or disprove that theory, as the case may be.
They hook it up. The Undertaker was just too quick. They lock
Okay,
hard.
I went for the chokeslam. I maybe need to stop going for the chokeslam straight away. But I like doing the chokeslam. That big rear back punch is really effective, but it's hard to hit. Okay. So we've had a look at the move list a couple of times in tie-up. Let's get a look at the move list not in tie-up and see what we've got. So yeah, there's the chokeslam right in the middle there. Front face DDT. What ones did I not have as Austin? You know, I'm kind of looking for things that I've not used a lot. What's the throat toss? Down up circle. Let's try that.
Jockeying for position. The root isn't taking this lion down. There they go.
Turns out pressing down and up quickly in rapid succession is quite difficult. Maybe just with my clumsy thumbs. Man, he's kicking my ass now.
Undertaker is on Dream Street. They hook it up. Against the ropes. Off the ropes.
Okay. Sorry, I went quiet for a second there. I was trying to focus on getting back into the match. Okay, I still want to hit this
Locking horns now.
this move.
Rest in peace.
Here's the tie-up.
The choke toss. I feel like I'm going to pick him up.
Now in complete control.
There we go.
He's taking no prisoners tonight.
Alright, that was pretty cool. Let's try and do that again. Undertaker, it's interesting comparing the way he plays to Stone Cold, because he moves a lot more slowly. So it's harder to hit the kind of freestanding moves anyway, which is not just me making excuses for how I'm going to struggle to do the tombstone. But you can see he moves slower, you know, when he really telegraphs when he's going for a move, basically. You know, he kind of he lunges for it in slow motion long before his opponent's in position. So there's lots of time for his opponent to counter it. I feel like he'd be a really hard character to play as if he were fighting another person. Like if someone was controlling player 2, I feel like every move I go for, they'd see coming a mile off and be able to block. Little choke of his own. Oh man, he's all over me. So these two have a bit of a history in real life. They were both members of the Ministry of Darkness in 1999. I kind of hope in Attitude it's the 1999 version of the Undertaker, the Ministry of Darkness. You know, with the eyebrow ring and the devil beard, and I like that version of the Undertaker a lot. Sort of spooky goth Undertaker. There's different versions of the Undertaker, and obviously the two ones that everyone will know is Deadman Undertaker and American Badass Undertaker. But there's also subsections where there's like Undead Zombie Undertaker, and there's Undertaker with magic powers. My personal favourite is Angry Goth Undertaker, which is like 1999-2000, or 1998 to 1999, I should say. Like Angry Goth Undertaker, where he speaks in Latin and talks about the devil and all that kind of stuff. I'm a big fan of that version of the Undertaker. I think I like him better as a heel, basically. I did that. I threw him out of the ring again like I did to Bret Hart, and it's basically accidental. I think I might be doing it accidentally. It's like depending on
He grabs
where
it.
he's standing in the ring. Because both times I was very close to the ropes and basically just did an Irish whip, but it launched him out of the ring.
There ain't nothing gonna stop me, punk.
In the tie-up.
Okay, let's try and do that suplex that I did to Bret. Yeah, that's cool. I like this move.
Farouk is seeing
I don't
double.
like that move. He just no-sold it because he's hard as nails, is Farouk. I keep rearing back for the chokeslam, but he's never quite in the right position.
A
I
backbreaker.
really want to chokeslam him.
Close quarters.
That backbreaker's become my go-to.
With the Undertaker.
Basically, that's what I get for pressing square. The fans are booing me now because I did a. Let's do something crazy, crazy guys.
He's flying.
Missile drop kick.
The crowd is going nuts. Undertaker's giving them what they want. He stays down.
Was the Undertaker famous for his missile drop kick?
Exceptional backbreaks powerbomb.
I've got a great bit of momentum here.
Feasted on the flesh of the rotting corpse.
They tangle.
That was me going for the freestanding tombstone again, but it's not quite working, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna let you down.
Farouk in a house of pain. The Undertaker has this match in the bag.
I'm trying to do the tombstone. It's not really working.
Farouk can't get up.
Maybe I just need to beat him and stop messing around.
There he goes.
Historically, me messing around too much has come back to bite me. That backbreaker, that's become the hammerlock, where I've just... There we go, okay. Big choke slam. He no-sold it, that's okay.
Undertaker is given a wrestling lesson tonight.
Okay, and 3 choke slams in a row.
He can't
That'll
even
be enough.
cover up.
1,
That'll be enough, surely.
2, 3.
I tried the tombstone a couple of times, even the quick tie-up version, it wasn't quite working.
What a lopsided victory. Farouk should have stayed home today.
Total blowout again. Maybe I should be playing this on hard mode. Maybe I should be. I promise I did turn up the difficulty. I promise.
Okay, you got a little lucky that time, but now it's time for my rematch. So why don't you bring your monkey butt on back down the ring and give it to me, because you're not going to be so lucky this time.
Is this earlier than I got a grudge match last time? I feel like it is. I don't think I got a grudge match this quickly last time. This feels quick for a grudge match, but that's okay. It's again fitting that it's Mosh. I joked during my Austin playthrough that he was going to become a recurring villain in these series, and it's funny that he was my first opponent and he's my first grudge match this time round,
Capacity crowd is on.
and it's in a cage. Okay, it's fine. I'm good at cage matches. I guess I should, because I'm winning these matches so quickly and so easily, even on the the medium difficulty, I should say, harder than it was previously. Maybe I need to be setting myself some different challenges, like, can I hit the Undertaker's missile dropkick from the top of the cage? That might be kind of cool. Can I missile dropkick this guy from the top of a steel cage? That's a good spot.
Jockeying for
Not a
position.
very Undertaker spot.
Watch, dishing it out now.
Maybe I should stop talking trash and just focus on not getting my butt kicked. So Austin's Thez press, when he missed that, he just kind of face planted on the mat, and I found it quite amusing. The Undertaker misses that chokeslam, that clothesline. It's just disappointing.
Mosh is on Dream Street.
Oh! Quit it!
Close quarters.
The crowd just shouted, "Come on, Monkey Boy." I assume they're talking to Mosh. Sorry, I've gone very quiet. So yeah, if anyone's out there enjoying these series, this journey through Warzone,
He's staggering around.
I hope you leave comments. Let me know what you're enjoying, what you want to see more of. If you want to see me do a third challenge mode in this game, I wasn't planning on it. I am going to move on to Attitude after I've done this, but the the game will still be here. You know, I can go back and forth. I'm not precious about that kind of thing. So yeah, if you want to see me do a whole challenge mode as Bret Hart or Kane or Headbanger Mosh, as he's now become the villain of this series, you know, um, I'm open to all of these ideas and more. I will be doing with Attitude the same as I've done in this game, where I play the season mode, which I feel like is a lot longer in the next game. I feel like the season mode in Attitude's maybe twice as long, so I might only play it once, but we'll see how much I enjoy it. Maybe I'll want to play it a couple of times as different people. But I will take another look at the create a character mode. I think that is significantly better in Attitude than it is in this game. Just headbutting him in the back of the head there. I'm not trying not to look too far ahead though. You know, I've really enjoyed Warzone. I've got a lot of nostalgia for this game. I played it a lot round at my friend's house when I was a kid, and you know, we both had a copy, and we had different saves. So fans of a certain age will remember carrying a memory card around so you could play your save at someone else's house on someone else's console. I miss memory cards; they were great for that kind of thing. But we used to play Warzone a lot, and I remember finding it really struggling with it and thinking it was a really difficult game. But playing it now as an adult, it's actually fairly intuitive, really. That you know, you just have to be kind of quick with the button combinations. And okay, there we go, missile drop kick off the cage, and he's kind of glitched out. I think he might have just technically won the match because he's kind of glitched out of the cage there, and he just no sells it, goes straight to a neck breaker. I did comment previously as well that all the character models are the same size, so I think you can kind of see that here, that the Undertaker and Mosh are pretty much the same height and build, despite their, you know, in real life, their massive physical difference. You know, the Undertaker is what, I think at this point he was billed as being like 6'11", and Mosh, he's not a big guy. I think I want to say he was maybe 6'1", 6'2", which is, you know, in real life is a tall guy, but in wrestling terms is not that big compared to most. I mean, even Stone Cold Steve Austin's like 6'5", 6'6". So it is kind of funny that in this game they're all the same size, because I'm already thinking about who I'm going to create in Attitude and who will be fitting for that game. I've got some ideas, but I feel like that game has the same issue where they're all they're all the exact same size. So Kane is the same height as like Taka Michinoku. And if you don't know who Taka Michinoku is, you shall learn, because I fully intend on seeing some Taka. So I'm just trying to get a knockout here, and then I'm going to climb out the cage. I actually, given that Undertaker goes straight into a pinfall after hitting the tombstone, I wonder if I tombstone him in this match where pins don't count, what will happen? Let's find out. Well, that was a DDT, wasn't it? But I want to see what happens. That's the wrong move, Mark. I'm not being quick enough with the buttons, I think. Or he's just all about the counters. You know, I lost a match in the previous playthrough, but I didn't lose any grudge matches. Okay, there's a tombstone. Okay, so he kind of begins the pin animation, but then gives up on it. That answers that question. I don't really want to find out what happens if I lose a grudge match. You know, I assume that, I don't know if Mosh would just straight up take my place on the pyramid, or if I would just get knocked back a slot, or what would actually happen. But I don't really want to find out. I don't really want to suffer that kind of setback. Okay, so we're through Mosh. Hopefully we won't see him again, but the previous playthrough I ended up fighting Mankind 3 times, 2 of them in cages. Speak of the devil, Mankind's up next.